take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man down the field. This is Mitchell. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And bulldozing his way through. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive. Coleman. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun. Coleman. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Operating from the gun. Coleman. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's the 2nd down and 6.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
An option give now to Mitchell.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Well, that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick-6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick-6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
But we're certainly going to...
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 44-yard line. Let's go now.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. The Jets at 4 and 6 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morton. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Coleman. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Back to throw again.
That is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Across the middle, he finds Robinson.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ring it. Hut, hut.
Straight ahead is Hall.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley.
Boom!
Still fighting through tackles. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. looking to throw. Coleman.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
2nd and 4.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 4 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Inside the 20.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating there.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 69 yards.
And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun on 3rd down, Coleman.
That is caught, and he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw again.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Set up. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Ready up.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Coleman. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
And the Browns will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Down the right sideline, inside the 10.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Hawk 70. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Off the play fake. Coleman.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And the slot man goes in motion left. From the gun on third down. Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Zaven Collins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He completes it to Hunter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down, here's Mitchell.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Downfield and caught by Thornton.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. They'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, it's been a lot of...
And that's going to be caught for Browns touchdown.
Albert O,
a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns have retaken a third-quarter lead.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Running left, it's Hall. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Back to throw. Coleman.
Yeah, he'll find Hall. He's into space past the 15. Up the right sideline. He's got a full head of steam. Breece Hall.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall, 92 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead here this third quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Browns drive about to get started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Albert Okwuegbunam
with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Browns have answered back with a third quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Here we go, Shaq.
Hall on a give up the middle.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 9 now.
And check down, complete to Hall.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
There's Hall bringing in another one.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to throw.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Up the middle they go. Bagley, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Let's go now. Go.
From the gun on third down. Coleman. Jones has it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy sideline, right?
Sammy sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. And his kick is right there. It's good.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Here comes second down.
19, he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw. 20, 10.
And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Mitchell is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for Cleveland, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Jets, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.